How will I feel in 10 years? So this is a question I was asked to in response to all the training, all the sport play, all the physical activity that I partake in. The person who asked me this was really just implying that I'm going to be in this broken, degenerative state in the long run. That I'm going to hurt myself and regret what I put my body through. I just think this is a really interesting thing to ask or say to someone who regularly pushes the boundary of their physical limitations. Because it makes me wonder, would he ask the same question to an individual who's sedentary? Now, I don't know how I'm going to feel in 10 years from now. I'll be 39, probably have kids, probably live with many different stressors than I currently do. No one can predict the future, but it's highly likely that I'll feel more confident and better than I would if I didn't train. And those who would ask such a question like this probably don't understand all of the ripple effects that occur via training and pushing the bounds of your physical limits. But then I'll get messages like this too. Whenever I feel like being soft, I just hop on your page and remind myself to work a little harder. And it's amazing what you can accomplish when you reject the nature of being soft. Maybe I will get injured doing something one of these days. No one can predict any of that, but that's not going to stop me from pushing my physical capabilities. But training isn't solely about adding some muscle mass or solely about increasing the weight on the bar. That's a shallow way of thinking about it. It's way more than that. And those things obviously matter, and they matter a lot to many people. But I want to be able to participate in activities with my kids and my grandkids when I'm older and not burden them by slowing them down. I want to be able to go for a 6-mile bike ride up a mountain when I'm older. I want to have the strength, the confidence, the stamina to do things like that, and even things that are way harder than that. I think you have a moral obligation to be physically fit. And think about this. If you compare someone who trains every day, regardless of how they feel, if they're under the weather, if they're sore, if they weren't able to get a meal in the morning and had a long day of work, if you compare that person to someone who trains 3 days per week, follows a specific plan all the time, who's going to be in better shape later on in life? Who's more likely to stop being physically active first? But anyways, how will I feel in 10 years from now? I don't know, but probably better and more confident than I would if I didn't push the bounds of my physical limitations now.